to the SATS Show, your beginner-friendly guide to saving in Bitcoin. What's up, everybody? What's up, Carl? What's up, Leonard? It's Thirsty Thursdays. Pop top. We have another show. I do a fishing show, and it's called Fishy Hour. And I'm bringing this over today, just for today. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pop top you ever heard in your life, 1 being the worst. Rate this pop top. Thirsty Thursdays. Cheers, everybody. Oh, yeah. That's good. That's good. That's tasty. That's tasty. How you guys doing? We're gonna get some chats going today. Woo. Oh, let's go, Leonard. Nice. Oh, shoot. That's good, Leonard. Oh. Dang. Let's see what that is. 1, 2, 3. 100,000 sats. Dang. Dang, let's go. That's cool. That's awesome. All right. Just chilling. Let's jump into the first segment of the show. The SATS strength. During the SATS strength segment, we check how strong is the SAT versus the dollar. It takes, right now, $1 will buy you 3,000. My browser on? Oh, guess the value of $1 expressed in Satoshis is 3,265 sats. Not bad. So for $1, you can buy that many sats. But if you're walking down the street, minding your own business, you know, just walking down the street, minding your own business, you look down, you find a penny, pick it up, and all the day you'll have 32 and a half Satoshis. So right now, 1 penny will buy you 32 and a half Satoshis. I mean, if you can find an exchange that'll sell you 25, that'll sell you 1 penny worth of Satoshi, you probably can't find that. Probably can't find it. But maybe I'll send you. I'll send you sats for cents. Sats for cents. As long as you're stacking one way or another, as long as you're stacking. As long as you're stacking. All right. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna go ahead and run the Why We Stack segment so I can talk about random stuff and it goes in the right area. Why we stack. This is a little segment I like to do to talk about why it's cool to save in Satoshis, to save in Bitcoin. I had a few ideas today about what to talk about in this segment. One was about like time travelers. I think I told you guys this one before, but we're like time travelers, right? Knowing about Bitcoin this early and understanding it is equivalent to, not equivalent, but it's kind of like an equivalent to, we're having fun today, guys. It's kind of like an equivalent to going back in time, like old Biff, going back to see young Biff and giving him a sports almanac so he can bet on everything that's going to win. Only we don't need a sports almanac. All we need is to read the writing on the walls and to see at the rate that the money's getting inflated away and see the benefit of Bitcoin. So even if we don't see the benefit for ourselves right away, we'll see it later in our lifetimes. If not, our descendants will definitely see that. Right? So that's what we are. We're Bitcoin time travelers, traveling back in time to now to stack sats for future generations. Right? Our descendants will look back and say, dang, Grandpa Leonard was a beast. We saw it coming. Grandpa Carl knew what was up. I wonder what he was like. You know? Stacking sats. That's what he was like, stacking sats. You guys understand that? You guys can see the potential. Anyway. It's like I just gotta get you guys psyched up like that. Because I'm psyched. Another thought I had was the time travel one? And along the same lines, it's like you guys are Bitcoin superheroes. And your superpower is financial immortality. Your wealth will still be around, secured in the Bitcoin blockchain after you're long gone. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like your life force that you put into Bitcoin is gonna be around still. And if you pass that on to your benefactors as an inheritance, then it'll do them good. And if you decide not to pass that on and just let those coins get, I guess, basically lost and not, or they won't be lost, but they'll be on the blockchain without somebody that has the keys to be able to control those coins, and then in essence, you've made everybody else that holds Bitcoin. You've made everybody else's Bitcoin a little bit more valuable because you've basically reduced the supply of Bitcoin by losing it, or by losing it on purpose and not passing it on, which is pretty wild. It's pretty wild. Anyway, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed that little rant on why we stack. Now let's get into what we're all here for. What we do every day, Monday through Friday, here on the show. We stack some sats. That means we buy fractions of a Bitcoin. The idea here is that we're buying $10 a day. And $10 sounds kind of trivial. It might be a lot for some people, but $10 is something that you would spend sometimes without a second thought on like I don't know what's $10. You know, I went out to lunch with my wife today. Oh, Leonard, we found that City Tacos, dude. The City Tacos by my house is legit. So I found that City Tacos, and we went there. We spent like $60 on lunch, just the two of us. And that was a cheap date. $60, dude. Like $60 going out to lunch. I try to take my wife out to lunch at least once a week. But it's like an expense, you know. And $10, I don't think $10 maybe would have bought me like one taco. A taco and a cup of water. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, $10 doesn't buy that much, but $10 can buy you lots of sats. So again, we're setting aside the little what do you call it? Sacrificing the small rewards, or the small immediate gratification for the long term, because that little bit of money is going to be worth a lot more in the future if you get it out of the dollar system. Okay. All right, let's go. We're going to jump into the stack recap. Speak of the devil, my wife just sent me a message asking what we're doing for dinner. For dinner? I'm doing a show, woman. That's what I'm doing for dinner. I'm going to text her real quick. Sorry, guys. This is not cool, but I don't want to finish the show and not have nothing to eat. Okay. Doing the show. Stacking sats, woman. should we do for dinner, guys? What sounds good? Yeah, like the best meal to get as like a family is like like pho is good. Pho is good and it's not too expensive. So that's a good one. Or cook at home. Cooking at home is probably the best. Right. Ooh, pizza sounds good too. Alrighty, so today we have broken the 1 million Satoshi barrier, and our average is 27,248 on our buys, and the current price of Bitcoin is 30,708. Wow, did it bump up a little bit while I was setting up the show? What's going on? Okay, that's good. That's good to see. Oh yeah, it's pumping right now. Dang, it's pumping just now, right as we're about to buy on the show. It pumps. It's all right. Doesn't matter what the price is. The idea here is that we're trying to build up our SAT count, our Bitcoin count. Once we hit 100 million SATs, we will have one whole Bitcoin. And do you know how rare it is for somebody to hold one whole Bitcoin? It's pretty damn rare. Okay, it's pretty damn rare. So if you can get to one whole coin, you are considered a whole coiner, and holy moly, you're gonna be set. Okay. So yeah, we're only doing $10 today because our average buy price is below the current Bitcoin price. So that's it. I guess it's time. I guess it's that time again, right? It's time for it's time to stack some sats. Ching! You know how we do it. Stack sats. We go over to swanbitcoin.com and we hit the buy instantly button. Give me a second to show you guys. Swanbitcoin.com. Boom. If you don't have a Swan Bitcoin account right now, you should get one. If you get it with my affiliate link, you will get $10 worth of free Bitcoin. Okay, that's good. That's like they're doing one DCA for you. Okay, so buy instantly. Bam. Want $10 worth? Yes, sir. I'm gonna preview buy, but I'm gonna change my screen so I don't show you my bank account information. Preview buy. I'm gonna copy this real quick. Show notes over here. Can we do it before the song ends? Let's find out. Okay, here we go. We're about to stack some sats. It's gonna cost us 10 cents to buy $10 worth of Bitcoin. Let's go, baby! We just stacked $10 worth of Bitcoin with Swan. Bitcoin in the house. Let's go. Choo! All right, let's update our spreadsheet with the latest purchase and see what our current SAT count is. Oh, we did it right when the song ended too. Dang! Our timing is getting good, guys. Gee, look at that. Bitcoin's going up right now. Bitcoin's pumping. It's all right. We're gonna keep buying until we got a whole Bitcoin, and then we're gonna keep buying until we have 2 Bitcoins. And then, oh, it's pumping crazy right now. I'm gonna put it up here so you guys can get excited. Let's see. Where's that thing here? Well, we haven't been putting our buys into the chart. Let's leave the chart out of it because it's more complicated. Let's just update this sheet. Here we go. So we bought today, which is 6/29. Man, I can't believe it's almost July. Dang. We bought at 30,851. 30,851. We bought $10.10 worth of Bitcoin. Sorry, $10 worth of Bitcoin. It cost us 10 cents to buy it. And that yielded 0.123, Copy this formula. Okay, let's make this easier to see. Okay, so every time we do a different day, guys, I change the color so you can easily see it's a different buy. Like on this day, we did 2 buys, remember? But anyway, we're here. That changes our Bitcoin SAT count. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I lost my mouse. There it is. To 1,074,541 Satoshis. Let's go. All right, we're stacking, guys. We're stacking in style. I want to know who came in here and liked and left. That's cool. I appreciate you if you're watching. I appreciate you for coming in here and hitting that like. Thanks for stacking those likes, guys. All right. We have our average is now at 27,248. Oh my God, Bitcoin keeps going up. All right, let's watch the Bitcoin price a little bit because it looks like there's some good action, and we're just gonna hang out for a little bit and talk because we're pretty much done stacking, right? But I'm gonna bring up the Bitcoin chart just so you guys can get pumped about the pump about the pump. Let's see. I gotta find the chart. There it is. All right. So let's get pumped about the pump. I'm gonna pop out the chat. Ooh, pop out the chat. So I can see you guys over here. There you are. All right. Let's talk about this. I want you guys to ask questions. Okay, so you can't tell what's going on here because it's so small. This is on a 15-minute, but it's like really zoomed out. Let's zoom in. Why is this one showing this? BTC USD. Let's see if I can show a different one. This looks like boom. Let's look at this one. You guys get excited about this. We'll do the 15-minute. We'll do the 5-minute chart. You guys can see the action. Let's do a minute chart. Jeez. So each one of these little candles represents a minute. And let's do 5 minutes. It's at 15 minutes. So let's see, the show started. So it's gone from here to here since the show started. That's pretty cool. We'll see what it does. If it gets like above this, it's gotta get above here, above this, to keep going up. It's so technical. Let's do the 1 day. That's like the whole history of Bitcoin right there, by the way. This is when it was at its lowest, like 15.5. Dude, imagine. I was stacking here too, but not enough, obviously. Just if you would have started stacking when it was like at the lowest, right here, to where we're at now, you were already be up 100%. It's wild. It's freaking wild. So crazy. Okay, so when you have a little candle like this, a little candlestick, it's bold. Like it started here, and then it started coming up, and then it went up here, but then it came back down. So that's why you get the little wick on the candle. Same thing on the bottom. It probably started like right here, and then it went down, and it came back up, and it went up, and came back down. See, right now it's going up. That's cool. It's good to see. Anyway, it's exciting to watch that stuff, but time consuming, and they make you think you can time the market and get in when it's cheap, and you wait, and they make you wait, and you think you can get a better price if you just wait a little bit longer, and then they keep pushing it up, and then you feel like you're gonna miss out, so you buy, and then they bring it down. So we're trying to avoid all that. That's why I don't trade. I don't trade because I don't want to lose out, right? So anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. If you're new here, my name is Roman. We stack sats around here. If you have any questions about Bitcoin, we're a Bitcoin only channel. We don't mess around with any poop coins. That's right, I call them poop coins because I don't cuss on this channel. A poop coin is any crypto coin that is not Bitcoin. Ethereum is a poop coin. Sorry, it is. But I'm not sorry. It's a poop coin. Anybody can, sorry, not anybody. When the Ethereum Foundation can change the rules on you and mess with the supply, it's not a commodity. Consider it an unregistered security. Okay? Sorry, it's just the way it is. Anyway, if it's your first time here and you don't have any Bitcoin and you're trying to figure it out, you don't understand what it is, you're in the right place. If you have if you don't own any Bitcoin, if you don't hold any Bitcoin, during the shows, I like to gift 1,000 Satoshis, which is 1,000 fractions of a Bitcoin, to anybody that's watching the stream and has subscribed and leaves a comment. If you leave a comment, say hello. We'll get you set up with Wallet of Satoshi, and I will send you 1,000 sats right now, live during the show. So if you're watching, checking it out, hit that subscribe, say hello, and get your 1,000 Satoshis. 1,000 Satoshis is worth about 30 cents right now, but in the future, who knows? And it gets you some play money to start to learn the technology. So that's pretty cool. All right. I think that's all I have for you guys today. Let me pump the jams and we'll close out the show, and then we'll do some questions and answer at the end if there's any questions, I guess. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys have a great thirsty Thursday. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Friday, Stacking Friday again. And guys, have a good night. Remember, stay humble and stack sats. I don't know if I should keep going into the Q&A segment or not, but if you're watching the show ever and you have a question, come into the show live and we'll ask you your question live. I encourage you to do that, because if I don't know the answer, I won't make it up. I'll let you know I don't know the answer, but that gives me something to go research and study. So I appreciate that stuff. Have you guys seen anything in the Discord server videos feed under Bitcoin Basics, guys? Have you guys looked at those videos? Have you watched? And I'm not trying to, like, if you have watched any of those videos and have any questions, dude, those are good videos. Those are good videos. But anyway, there's books in there, there's videos, there's articles, and oh yeah. Cool, no worries, no worries. check those videos out when you have time. You know, like I know you guys are busy, so when you have time and you don't have anything already playing, try to get through that. The Future of Bitcoin by Michael Saylor. That's such a good presentation. I'm a chatbot. Nice. I like it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Thirsty Thursdays. We're hanging out. We already stacked some sats. If you have any questions, throw it in the chat. If it's your first time here and I haven't given you 1,000 sats yet, say hello, and today could be the day. I'm gonna send you 1,000 Satoshis over the Lightning Network. The Lightning Network is awesome. So I went to City Tacos, Leonard, and I told the manager of City Tacos that I had seen the owner of City Tacos in a video that said they would accept Bitcoin over Lightning. And he spent like 10 minutes looking through their system and seeing if they did. And he's like, yeah, we don't accept any cryptos yet. So I was like, oh, I was about to buy more tacos right there, dude. I was about to buy more tacos just because he said he would accept it, you know? What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming in. We have just stacked some sats. If you're new to the show, say hello. If you don't have any Bitcoin, if you're curious about it, today could be the day you get your first 1,000 sats. As part of a promotion for the show, or just like me trying to get people to understand the technology, I will gift you 1,000 Satoshis if you say hello in the chat, and we'll get you set up on a wallet of Satoshi. It's not a scam. It's not anything like that. It's just I want you guys to understand the technology, and what better way to understand the technology than by actually using it. All you need to do is download Wallet of Satoshi. It's an app in the Google Play Store and also in the iTunes Store, and it's pretty simple. I've gifted about what? Leonard, Carl, Oscar, who else? Oh, Jason. I've gifted about 4,000 sats so far. That's pretty good. Carl, no poop coining. Oh my gosh! All right, so yeah, you know what, guys? I think I'm making the shows too short. I'm gonna have to go till 9, dude. Extra 15 minutes of random talking about random stuff. I was thinking, so funny. Oh yeah. I was gonna talk to you guys about hardware and a hardware wallet. You guys remember that meme where like there's a kid looking at steps? Where is that? There's a kid looking at a staircase, or looking at the steps, and the steps are like step 1, buy Bitcoin. Step 1 is like to buy Bitcoin. Step 2 is like, you know what? I have it saved here on my phone. I'm gonna bring it up real quick. Where are my albums? My memes. Chee. There it is. This one. The first step is the hardest step. That's what the meme says, right? But focus. Anyway, the first step is buy Bitcoin. Okay. I'm gonna give you some Bitcoin in the form of sats. So right, that's just for you to mess with. So buy Bitcoin could be like when you buy it at an exchange, right? And then the next step is self-custody, right? That's when you take the Bitcoin off the exchange and onto, like, for example, a wallet on your phone, like it's considered a hot wallet, right? And a hot wallet, all it is an address associated to your phone or to your device, but it's safer than having your Bitcoin on an exchange, but it's not as safe as having your Bitcoin on a hardware wallet, right? And that's what we consider cold storage. Okay. When we save on the Bitcoin, when we buy Bitcoin on Swan, we buy Bitcoin on Swan, and it's held at Swan for like those 5 or 7 days for it to clear, and then we move it to our own storage, to our self custody. Okay. Well, you can do two things there. You can do it to self custody on your phone, like on an app, or you can get yourself a piece of hardware that's considered cold storage, right? That's when you basically, you can transfer your Bitcoin to this device. You still have the same thing. You'll still get you basically have a Bitcoin account associated with that hardware device, and that hardware device is disconnected. Once you're done using it, it's disconnected, and it can't be. It's harder for somebody to go in and hack it, right? Like if your phone gets compromised, right? It's still going to give you a recovery phrase. You still have your own seed phrase for that hardware wallet. So if you were to lose that hardware wallet, that little device, you go buy another one and restore your wallet to it, and you'll be fine. So for those of you guys that have your Bitcoin on your phones or on a hot wallet, when your stack becomes significantly bigger, right, I would recommend that you do get on a hardware solution, a cold storage wallet, right? And do I have a Trezor? I use Trezor. And I do have an affiliate now for Trezor wallets. There it is. The Model 1 is like $69, and the Model T is like $200. For what we're doing, since we're not trying to hold any other kind of random poop coins, and we only need to hold Bitcoin, then a Trezor 1 is good enough. Does a cold storage require a computer to move it to cold storage? Dude, that's a great question. I think the Trezor, I don't think the Trezor, let me look that up, Leonard. That's a great question. Because there's a couple of hardware wallets that don't require a computer. You can do it with the phone app. But the Trezor, the way I use it, it does require a computer, like a web browser. And then you physically connect it with the USB cable. But there's another wallet out there called Blockstream Jade, Blockstream.io Jade, and that one you can do with the phone. So you connect it with the phone, either like through a USB cable to your phone, or it can do Bluetooth to your phone, and it works the same way. You access the wallet on your hardware device through an app. But if somebody were to steal your phone and find the app in there, and they try to take your coins, it wouldn't work because they'd have to sync it up with the hardware device, right? So it's kind of like it adds another layer to it. Does a cold storage require? Yeah, that's a great question, Leonard. Very good question. So I'm looking at some of those. I'm looking at these other wallets. There's also another wallet called what's it called? Cold Card. It's another wallet called Cold Card. I haven't used them, but I do plan on buying one of each, so I can actually use them and see how easy it is or how hard it is to set it up. But yeah, I didn't realize that, Leonard. For someone that's working off of their phone 100%, that's a great question, dude. So something I didn't consider before, and it's something I need to add to my list. So yeah, but for now, like I said, we're stacking SATs slowly. But if you're at over, like, I don't know, it's if you don't have at least a PIN code on your phone, I mean, it's pretty safe. It's pretty safe, but you never know, right? So like traditionally, you have your phone, you have a PIN code on your phone not a PIN code, you have an access code to get into your phone to unlock it, right? And then you have whatever app you're using as a hot wallet, and that usually asks you to set up a PIN on that wallet. So make sure it's different. And then that way, if somebody is able to break into your phone, like say you lose your phone, somebody say you lose your phone, somebody finds it, they break the login, like the access code. They would have to also try to figure out the code for your actual warm wallet. And that should hopefully give you enough time to get your new phone, reinstall that hot wallet where you had your Bitcoin before, restore it with your seed phrase, right? And at that point, you have access to your coins again, to your Bitcoin again. But at that point, I would create another wallet in that same app, for example, so that you get a new seed phrase, right? And then you move those coins to that new wallet on that same device in that same app, right? You just basically, you have to pay for the transaction, which sucks, but it's better. It's safer to actually, you should do that, because if whoever finds your phone and decides to unlock it and can figure out how to get into your PIN code for that app, they in essence have access to that wallet, right? So if you lose your app, you want to restore it, then move your coins to a new Bitcoin wallet. Okay, it could be even within the same app. You restore it to get access to it, create a second one, and transfer the coins over to that one, and then you stop using the old one. Okay, you can delete it off your app, and then remember that's gonna give you a new seed phrase that you'll have to write down and keep safe. Okay, but that's what keeps us kind of safe. The difference between that and having a hardware wallet is it's not with you. You keep it somewhere safe, right? Hopefully not in the same place as your seed phrase. All right, so you have two secret stashes somewhere, like in a bury it in your backyard. I don't know, whatever, wherever, right? And you bury it, and you keep it safe somewhere, fireproof, right? And then if you get your new, if you lose your phone, it doesn't matter if they know you have a Bitcoin app on there, right? A Bitcoin wallet app in there, because they won't be able to access it, because in order to access it, you need to approve it with a hardware device. The hardware device is going to ask you, hey, is it okay if I share this data with this app? And you can say like yes or no. So it's really cool, but you still have the convenience of looking at your screen and being able to like send SATs and receive SATs, right? But again, it adds one more layer of security. That's step number 3 in the first steps meme, I guess you could say. The other step it says run a node. I mean, that's kind of cool. You you should run a node, but like there's a lot of nodes out there, and it is a bigger barrier, a bigger entry point, because you have to have basically a little computer running in the background on your network, right? And a lot of people are probably not going to do that, but so that's kind of a hard step to take. But above that step is to learn Lightning, right? And you guys already know how to use Lightning, right? There's a Bitcoin node that can process Bitcoin transactions and has a copy of the whole blockchain, and then there's Lightning node, which can do set up Lightning channels between different Lightning nodes, where you can transfer Satoshis over the Lightning network, right? It's like it's another layer above. It's a layer above Bitcoin, and for that can get a little complicated too. So I don't expect you guys to run Bitcoin nodes or Lightning nodes, right? That's for like the giga chads of Bitcoin. That's for like the hardcore Bitcoiners, like myself. Just kidding. I do run a node, and I do run a Lightning. I run a Lightning node, and I run a Bitcoin node. I think it's kind of like a way for me to support the Bitcoin network. What else? And the last step on that staircase of the Bitcoin path, I guess, is to educate right? It doesn't mean you guys have to go and start a web show like this, right? It doesn't mean that you need to go write a book. It doesn't mean that you need to run a workshop, right? It would be cool, right? But once you've studied enough about Bitcoin on your own and know enough about Bitcoin, you start to realize how awesome it is and how big of a game changer it is, that you will naturally want to help people in your life. Hence me doing this show, right? Like I have family members and friends, you guys that I think, well, anybody can benefit from Bitcoin, right? But a lot of my friends, a lot of my family doesn't have time to do the research, doesn't have time to study Bitcoin, doesn't have time to look into it, right? And it kind of makes me sad because I think it's such a good opportunity. I don't want you guys to miss out on. So I started this show, right? So I can jump on here and share a little bit of what I'm learning each day, because I'm always trying to find out more about Bitcoin, and listening to audiobooks and watching podcasts, or start listening to podcasts, watching YouTube videos, figuring out the latest thing. Like, I know a whole lot more about like economics and how our money system works since I started learning about Bitcoin. Like, you can't understand the benefits of Bitcoin if you don't understand our current money system, our current monetary system, and how messed up it is, right? Once you see that, then Bitcoin is like such an easy it's just like, oh yeah, I need Bitcoin in my life, right? I need to save my wealth in Bitcoin. I need to move some of that wealth that's getting inflated away into Bitcoin. And it's not even like it's not even something that it just naturally becomes the solution, right? Once you understand how the monetary system works and what money is and what money should be, right? And anyway, it's a whole different thing. But yeah, you don't have to start a web show or anything like that. You can just do something as basic as like mention it to somebody that you think might be interested in it, right? Or like when you hear somebody talk about Bitcoin, hear them out, right? See what their ideas are, right? And be aware enough that to be able to point out the difference between Bitcoin and any other crypto. Like any other crypto, that's not what we're about. We're only Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin is not crypto. Bitcoin is like digital real estate. Okay, it's a commodity. The supply is limited, 21 million. It can't be inflated, so you won't lose value. You won't lose value to inflation, that is, right? So once people see that, right, it's like the question should be, oh yeah, are you tired of losing? Did you know that inflation is a hidden tax, right? That besides paying your taxes for income, besides paying the taxes when you shop, right? Besides paying your property tax, you're still getting taxed another 8 to 10% on top of that in a sneaky way, and that's called inflation, right? Jeez, why can't you do that? Don't try to rug me, Carl. See, Carl. That's how rug pulls happen, right? Like somebody creates a coin, right? And well, the Mac coin was not I wasn't trying to rug pull anybody because I wasn't trying to sell it, right? I just thought it would be cool to have something within the club we could transfer around. But then like the ADA fees are just too expensive, right? It's like way more expensive to transfer some Mac coins than it is to move around Satoshis on the Bitcoin network, right? And my original intent with the Mac coin was to try to get people to understand how cryptos work. And I think I went the wrong way with the Mac coin. I should have done Bitcoin Sats from the beginning. But you guys still learned about wallets and self-custody and being able to receive, right, cryptocurrencies. But all of those coins are just like I made up that coin out of the blue, out of the thin air. I could have said something. I could have done something like, "Oh yeah, guys, I'm only going to release 100 Mac coins, and they're going to be a penny each, or like $1 each." And then everybody buys some coin, right? And then it gets listed, and then it turns out that it had like more than 100 Mac coin in the background, right? And I start selling them at $1 each after you guys already started buying them at $1 each, but thinking that the supply is capped at 100, right? And then I released 200, and then the Mac coin you paid $1 for it's worth now 50 cents, right? Off topic, but did you hear that they are trying to raise boat registration by something like, oh my gosh, are you serious? Dude, I'm telling you, the things you think you own, you don't. Do I own my truck? Hell no. If I don't pay my registration on that truck, right? So do you really truly own it? Nope. Right? Your property, you think you own that? Yeah, right. Right. It's like a reoccurring cost, right? It's like a reoccurring license, right? It's just, they're always trying to nickel and dime you, right? And for what? Right? What are they? What service? What additional service are they providing for boaters? Right? By raising the boat registration, they already added the boating license, right? So that's just another government tax. It's just another way to tax you on your hobby, right? You own a boat, okay? We're gonna charge you a little bit extra because now you need a boater's card or a boater's license, right? Boom, that's an extra fee. Oh, you like to fish? Oh, that's cool, but we need a fishing license for that too. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, you want to fish in saltwater as well? Oh, that's a little extra, right? And where's all that money go? Who gets to decide where that money gets spent, right? Not me, right? What rules, what things have they done to benefit boaters and fishermen? Closed fishing areas, right? This doesn't make sense. Oh no. Oh, that's the worst. Sorry, Leonard. Is it bad? If you're here watching, welcome to the stream. My name is Roman. We do a show called Stack SATS. We buy Bitcoin every day, Monday through Friday. We stack the minimum of $10 each buy. And if the price of Bitcoin is below our average buy price, then we buy $15 worth of Bitcoin. Real quick, since you guys are here and you're hanging out, I'm gonna show you guys our stack for the show. But first, I'm gonna show you this. In case you didn't know, I love all the Jean-Claude Van Damme movies. I grew up as a kid watching them. There's a great meme by the BTC underscore culture. We got inflation coming in to punch us in the face when we're blinded by the stuff they threw in our face. And then Bitcoin is what stops inflation because we moved our value into Bitcoin and away from the inflation monster. But in the show, we stack sats and we share. We stack sats and we share stat. We stack sats and share stats. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that. We stack sats and share stats. We bought. Whoa, did I mess that up? No, okay, good. Since the beginning of this show, on episode 1, we bought back on the 22nd. That's crazy. Yeah. Is that it? Yeah, May 22nd. Episode 1. We bought $5 worth of Bitcoin. We got 18,000 sats. All the way down to today, we bought $10 worth of Bitcoin. Cost us 10 cents in fees at 30,851. And we got 32,414 sats. We are now sat millionaires, right? The objective of this show and the objective of the channel is to show how saving in Bitcoin can get you to your saving goal faster than saving in dollar. We've only been running this channel for about a month. Today's episode is episode 24. It's not even a month yet. So for 24 episodes, episode 24, this is how much we spent buying Bitcoin. This is how much it's worth right now. We've been buying daily regardless of the price, because the theory is that Bitcoin's going to continue to go up, because Bitcoin's going to continue to get more expensive relative to a dollar, because the dollar is constantly being inflated when the government prints money. When the government approves any kind of war expenditures, any kind of tax cuts, any kind of benefit or credit to big banks, they expand the money supply. And when they expand the money supply, your cut of that money supply becomes smaller relative to the big pie. So therefore the money you have in your bank account in cash, in dollars, is losing purchasing power. So just in our little 24-day experiment, we're showing about 10% gains, because the value that we took out of the dollar system, let's say $294.87 worth of value, we took it out of the dollar system, we put it into the Bitcoin system, and now it's performing better, or it's worth more, because this money, this $294 from a month ago, is stronger money than the money we have today, just over 24 days, right? I mean, it averages out because we didn't buy the whole amount on that first day, but we've been buying it since. But over time, Bitcoin's going up relative to the dollar, right? So if you were saving for something, we'll say that you were saving for something that's worth $300, and you're saving in dollars at $5 or $10 a day, like, you would have already hit your goal and been able to buy what you were going to buy with the $300, right? But if you have been saving in dollars, then you would still be $5 short of your goal, right? And we hit $300 like a couple days ago. So take the same math and top corner of the bed. Oh no, that sucks. Oh damn, dude, that's a dent. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, that wasn't a little scrape. It actually broke the taillight. That sucks. Oh, oh my gosh. Yeah, at the top corner of the bed. That's a, dude, that sucks. Was that a Costco? Damn, that sucks. Anyway, we're sorry to see that, Leonard. Damn, that's a sweet truck too. Damn. I got that done to me, but only on the bumper, like at drop off, like a couple of years ago. But only the bumper scraped. They didn't do any, and the bumper is just plastic. But that's like on the sheet metal, dude. That sucks. Damn. All right, so yeah, that's the idea. Take these same values and say you were saving $100 a day or $50 a day, and all these numbers pump up, right? And your goal, the goal of the money you're saving towards, or the goal you're saving towards, is actually getting pushed towards you instead of away from you with inflation, right? So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like it's hope, right? Like I have like a little sticker that says Bitcoin is hope. Bitcoin is hope, peace, and prosperity, right? It's hope because it gives you, it restores the feeling of being able to save, dude. Like right now people are saving for whatever, for some big expenditure, maybe saving for a down payment on a house, and they're seeing the house prices just go up like crazy, and they can't figure out why it's taking them so long to save, right? And the longer they save, the less their money can purchase. So your goal, the goalpost is always getting moved away from you if you're saving in the dollar. But if you're saving in Bitcoin, you know, we're just doing a little experiment here, right? That's an experiment. Saving in Bitcoin, it's making the goal easier, right? And I love the analogy of swimming against the current or swimming with the current. When you save in dollars, you're swimming against the current, and the current's damn fast. Okay. When you're saving in Bitcoin, you're swimming with the current, right? And what's making the current happen is inflation, right? When you're saving the dollar, swimming against the current, the more money they print, the stronger the current gets, and the harder it is to swim against it, and the harder it is to keep up. And you keep up, and the way to keep up is you have to keep getting raises at work, and you have to keep, you have to get, like, for example, if the inflation rate is 8%, you have to get an 8% raise at work just to be even, right? So it's wild. If you're saving in Bitcoin, then when you get your pay, you pay whatever you need to pay in cash, because that's when your money is worth the most, when you first get it. And then whatever you're gonna save for long term, you save it into Bitcoin, and you basically you take that value out of the dollar system and put it into the Bitcoin system before it loses any value in the dollar system. And that's pushing you closer to the goal. You're making that value go swim with the river. Swim downstream instead of upstream. It's pretty wild. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's show and a little extra ranting. If it's your first time watching the show, you want to come hang out with us live, we start at 8:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Also, if you have any questions, maybe you can't watch live, but you want me to answer questions, put your questions in a comment of this video. I'll come back and look at the comments, and then I will answer your question on the next live. If not, make a whole video for you, right? And on top of that, if you don't have any Bitcoin yet, or you want to just learn how to use a Lightning Network, come into the next live. Come back tomorrow, Friday, and I'm gonna teach you guys how to use a Lightning wallet, and I'm gonna send you 1,000 SATS. Okay, it's 1,000 Satoshis, fractions of a Bitcoin. All right, have a good night, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. Carl, Leonard, you guys are awesome. Thanks again for humoring me and making this possible. It's a lot more fun when you guys are in the chat. So thanks again. See you guys tomorrow. Peace. Remember, stack SATS every day. Stay humble. Stack SATS. Beat that inflation monster. Cheers.